Hello and welcome to a new crochet tutorial. Just look at this beautiful scarf. This is what I'd like to share with you today. The stitches here are quite simple and there are only 2 repeating rows in the pattern. This scarf is not very big. It measures 56 inches long and 9 inches wide. So this could be a beautiful summer accessory. And as always, the written pattern is available in my Etsy and Ravelry shops. And of course, thank you so much to all of you for purchasing my patterns. But today I want to especially thank those of you who left reviews on my patterns in my Etsy shop. I really try to write my patterns clearly and make them easy to follow. I film these tutorials for those of you who need visual help. I try to respond to my customers as quickly as I can and just overall provide my customers with great customer service. And if you like my patterns, if you have a few minutes to leave me a review, I would greatly appreciate it because it really helps my store. Thank you. To make the scarf, I will use 2 skeins of Expression Fiber Arts yarn. This yarn is called Bountiful. It is 50% Superwash Merino Wool and 50% Mulberry Silk. And it is because of the silk that this scarf has a very soft, silky texture. But of course you can substitute with other yarns. Even 100% acrylic yarn will work for this lacy pattern. However, your finished scarf will drape differently. I'm going to work with a hook size H, 5 millimeters. The starting chain must be a multiple of 7 plus 4. And I start with 46 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I have 46 chains and I'm ready to start my first row. Into the 4th chain from the hook, I will make a double crochet. We never count the chain on the hook. We always start counting from the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And over here, I make a double crochet. Now I skip 2 chains. 1, 2, and into the next chain, I work a double crochet. Three chains, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets, inserting the hook over here. So basically I'm working these 3 double crochets around the double crochet that I just made. 1, 2, 3. So this is what it looks like on my pattern. Now I skip the next 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next chain I work a double crochet. Into the next chain, again I work a double crochet. Now the pattern repeats from here. I skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next one I work a double crochet. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and I will work 3 double crochets around this double crochet that I just made. 1, 2, 3. I skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next one I make a double crochet. Into the next chain, again I make a double crochet, and the pattern begins to repeat again. I skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next one I make a double crochet. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and around the double crochet that I just made, I will work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next one I work a double crochet, and into the next chain again I work a double crochet. And this is how I continue crocheting this row. Here I finished the first row. I finished it with 2 double crochets, and in this row I have 6 pattern repeats. I turn my work and I'm ready to start the next row. I started with 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and these 3 chains will count as my first double crochet. Now into the next double crochet I make a double crochet. Two chains, 1, 2. Now I skip the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and over here I have 3 chains, and into the top chain of those 3 chains I work a single crochet. 2 chains, 1, 2, and into each one of these 2 double crochets I work a double crochet. 1, 2. Now the pattern begins to repeat from here. 2 chains, 1, 2. I skip the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Over here I have 3 chains, and into the top chain I make a single crochet. Again 2 chains, 1, 2, and into each one of these 2 double crochets I work a double crochet. 1, 2, and the pattern repeats again. 2 chains, 1, 2, skip 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, make a single crochet in top chain of the 3 chains. 2 chains, 1, 2, and a double crochet into each one of these 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And that's how I continue crocheting this row. Here at the end of the row I just made 2 chains and I have 2 double crochets left. So into each one of these 2 double crochets I work a double crochet. And this very last one is actually turning 3 chains, but we count them as a double crochet. So into the top chain of those 3 chains I work a double crochet. Now I have 2 rows finished. I turn my work and I start row 3 with 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, which count as my first double crochet. Then into the next double crochet I work a double crochet. I skip the next chain to space right here, and into this single crochet I work a double crochet. Now just the way I worked over here in the first row, I work 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and around this double crochet that I just made I work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. I skip the next chain to space right here, and into each one of these 2 double crochets I work a double crochet. 1, 2. And the pattern begins to repeat. I skip these 2 chains and into the next single crochet I work a double crochet. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and around the double crochet that I just made right here I work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip the next 2 chains and a double crochet into the next double crochet, and again a double crochet into the next double crochet. And the pattern repeats again. Double crochet into the next single crochet, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets worked around the double crochet that I just made. and then a double crochet into each one of these 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And that's how this row goes. And I finished this row with 2 double crochets. I turn my work, and the next row is the same as row number 2. I'm gonna show it again. So 3 chains to start the row, then a double crochet into the next double crochet. 2 chains, 1, 2, skip the next 3 double crochets, and into the top chain of the next 3 chains, work a single crochet. Again, 2 chains, 1, 2, and into each one of these 2 double crochets, I work a double crochet. Two chains and a single crochet. 2 chains and a double crochet, and again double crochet. So that's how this pattern goes. There are only 2 repeating rows, row number 2 and row number 3. So continue crocheting and make sure the last row of your scarf is gonna be row number 2. And this lacy stitch creates a beautiful airy texture, and I really like the colors in this yarn and the very smooth silky texture.